This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting the renowned unified world champion with a remarkable undefeated career, introducing the two-division champion of the world and boxing's pride of Wales, please welcome Joe, the Italian Dragon Calzaghe. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. So it's Jones versus Calzaghe, part 2. Of course, in their first encounter, Jones put Joe Calzaghe on the canvas before the Welshman got back up and put Jones out.
Joe Calzaghe, you think of fighters, you think about standing fighters. This guy can fight for fun. That's all he does. So now we're going to do it again. And Joe Calzaghe's got it all.
He threw the hook, didn't land. This fight has a real good flow to it. So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when it looks like we're going to see an early night here. He is rocked. He's got to get out of there. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. How did they survive that?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
The referee taking a good look at him. Wouldn't be surprised if he stops it here. And down goes Jones Jr. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. They score with that left hand. Perfect counter lands. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Good counterpunching for both these athletes. We wanted action. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Nice counter. That left counter was perfect. Let's see how the game... What do we expect to see here in round 2? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'm very, very surprised.
He caught him clean. Is this the beginning of the end? And down goes Jones Jr. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Great counter right hand there. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over bone. Bull in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Catch and shoot. That left scores. Counter punching from both these fighters. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Good left hand. That left counter punch will score. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Good counter punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Might want to back out of the... And now it's him that's in trouble. The referee taking a good look at him. Wouldn't be surprised if he stops it here. Finally, Jones goes down.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Beaten, bruised, and the bell rings and we start the third. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Left counter scores. This fight has a real good flow to it. In these middleweight type of fights, Johnny, you're obviously not going to see the speed you see in some of the lighter divisions or the power you see in some of the heavier divisions, but you sort of get the best of both worlds.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight, it's the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Lands with the right counter. That counter shot lands. Why aren't they defending? Can he finish the job? He somehow weathered the storm. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Oh, and they just got their bell rung. Perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Defense is not an option for these two. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Nice counter shot. So much for a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What would you tell this guy he's got to do? There's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They score again with the left hand. Counter punching. Caution being thrown to the wind. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Nice counter punch. That punch lands. And a counter left. He misses with that jab. Good counter right hand again. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. Beautiful counter punch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Good right hand. Good left counter that lands. There's a counter shot. This fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just, and that's exactly where Pensacola's finest is down. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.